So like last year at GESS, I was doing a lot of talk about money coaching. And this year I've kind of branched out into the careers area because I actually am a careers advisor at school. When I was in Qatar, I set up the higher education and careers department. Absolutely loved it. Worked with my students, personal statement writing, everything, university applications. And then when I left teaching, because I wanted to work for myself, and I became a careers coach, I started working with expats, teachers who wanted to actually leave the classroom, maybe leave teaching. And I could see the amount of coaching they needed. And I also got administered in a careers aptitude test to help them make the best choices for them, like to find careers that align with their strengths. And when I thought back to my time when I was a careers advisor in a secondary school back in Qatar, an international school, I realised that there was definitely a gap there between when students know what they want to do and then the careers advisor can help them with their applications. But it's just that having that time in a busy school day or a busy school term to actually spend time sitting down with students, doing one-to-one coaching, careers counselling, mentoring to help them get to find the ideal career for them. And so that's why then I branched out into the careers space, kind of bringing my experience from secondary to the role now. So the session is called 8 Factors, 8 vital factors to consider when helping your students choose their ideal career or ideal future career path. And I would say to come with definitely pen and paper, your notes app, because I'll be going through 8 factors that sometimes, from my own experience, having taught for 10 years and being a careers advisor, sometimes you forget these factors because you're so busy. You know, a lot of us career guidance practitioners are also teaching a separate subject. So just to refresh your mind about some factors to consider with your students, some factors that you can send them home to go and research on their own. But again, just making sure that they're more aligned with their career choice, that they don't suddenly apply for university, because a recent stat from New York said only 27% of people actually use their degree. So even though we're amazing at getting them to where they need to be in university, is it actually what they want to do? So I would say come with open mind and also lots of questions for me. What I would say is, first of all, make sure that you know sort of your work values. So think about what your non-negotiables are in your career. Think about what kind of leadership you want to work for, what kind of curriculum. Think about the type of students you excel at teaching. And then, based on those, try and find schools that align with your values, your work values. That'd be number 1. Number 2, I would say research is such a big part of it to make sure you find something that suits you perfectly. And number 3, I would also say, particularly if you are working in a school that has a high population with English as a second language, to start thinking about, if you haven't prior experience of that, to start researching and thinking about how you would also not only teach your subject as a teacher, but also how do you teach the language to allow all students to access your subject, your content.